The law of the I Am is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the I Am is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the I Am are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the I Am is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the I Am is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of the I Am are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than the honey of the honeycomb. Psalms chapter 19, verses 7 through 10. Yes. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the I Am, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Psalms chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. Yes, all praises. And this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Oshay chapter 1 and 8. Deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have sway over the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me and my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're in the law with Mr. Clay. I am Mr. Clay, and we're gonna go to the book of Leviticus. What God is charging the Levites to do, and how the people will know what the law and what the Levites are trained to do. Yes, the book of Leviticus as you prepare. And we're going to move on to chapter. See, this is an ongoing thing. We might repeat, we might do this and do that, because the law is always in season. Yes, it is. The law is always in season. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about the law. It's in season. Yes. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get into this law, and we're going to talk about these things. So we're in Leviticus chapter 24. We're going to go to 24. We were in 23, but we're going to skip that part. And we're going to go to 24 to show you something here. Leviticus chapter 24. And verse 10. This is where you should love God with all your heart, with all your mind, and all your soul. Yes, this is where you should. I'm not going to that fake book, but this is what God is saying when he says love God with all your mind, heart, and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. And in verse 10 it says, and the son of an Israelitish woman, because she was married to another nation, whose father was an Egyptian, okay, went out among the children of Israel. And his son, this son of the Israelitish woman, and a man of Israel strove together in the camp. Now, he was, number one, this son was disrespectful of his mother. He was disrespectful, and that is against the law, period. You're in the camp. You're among Israel. You can go amongst them other heathen. You can go amongst the Hamites. You can go against some other Shemites. You can go to, but the child of Jacob is called to honor his father and his mother. Did not honor his mother. It's best to just shut up and just keep going. And treat her as a mother. But mom, can we talk about this? You said respectfully and in fear of the Most High. If you disagree with your mother or your father, in this case it's the mother, in which I said it first. And this son of the Israelite woman and a man of Israel strove together in the camp. And the Israelite son blasphemed the name of the I Am and cursed. It says, this son of the Israelite woman and a man of Israel, he strove with another man, another Israelite. Now, he was not an Israelite by birth. See, you got your, what people call your might. That has nothing to do with God's way. Mitochondria and all this. The woman has nothing to do with God's way, period. I don't understand how you think that way. God goes by the seed of the man. He doesn't go by the DNA of a woman or the mitochondria of a woman. It doesn't matter to God in that area, because he's already God, the one, the eternal, the I Am, already established it in the beginning, period. Yes, that is that woman's son, because the seed from the Egyptian man was passed on to her, so it became her seed. Okay? You got to watch these people. You got to really pay attention to these translators. And this was an ancient translator that translated that one. And they strove together, and the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the I Am. Now, you're going to have heathen. They're going to always blaspheme the name of the eternal, the one that exists. They're going to blaspheme it. You see, they have no respect against their pagan god they call Jesus, Yahushua, Yahusha. They don't care about that person. That is a him, excuse me. They don't care about him. Neither do I. But either way, it says now, and the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the I Am and cursed. He wished evil onto the Hebrew man. And they brought him to Moses, and his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of Deborah of the tribe of Dan. Now, she gained her Israelite status back of being an Israelite because her husband, it seems here, died. And they put him in ward, and that the mind of the I Am might be showed them. Now, mind you, why would they put him in ward and ask God about him when the Most High had already commanded that this person should be put to death? Period. In your case, Jacob, any man that comes with a blaspheming heart, you should remove yourself from them. Remove yourself from that woman or that man that blasphemes your God and blasphemes. You cannot put them not in these societies. No, not until we come into our own. Not until we come into those things that we know that are our own and the laws are adhered to. And everyone goes by that law. But still, what happened? They put him in ward that the mind of the I Am be showed them. And the I Am spake, saying, bring forth him that cursed without the camp, and let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, according to the law, yes. And let all the congregation stone him. In other words, this is our God. This is our president. This is our king. You have no right in blaspheming this king, this one that exists, this eternal. You have no right. That's right. You have no right. Get away from them. No, you can't do the things that they're doing here, neither in the crowd or whatever. You can, but it will not go well with you. Unless the Most High intervenes. But you put them out, have nothing to do with them for the rest of their life and yours. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, whosoever curses his God. The Most High mean him, the Most High self, the eternal. the one that moved upon the water. Anyone that curses me shall bear his sin. That's just like a child, a father that have given everything to make sure this child grows up right. No, it wasn't your fault that you came to the earth, but it was so. Who would allow such a thing? Who has commanded such a thing? Even so, the Creator did this. And then he spoke. He said, saying, whosoever curseth his God shall bear his sin. In other words, whatever judgment I have for him is for him. And he that blasphemeth the name of the I Am, he shall surely be put to death. They already knew this. And all the congregation shall certainly stone him as well as a stranger. Doesn't matter. You come into the land that is of Jacob. You curse and blaspheme the God of Jacob, Israel, the Israelite. You blaspheme the one that exists. It doesn't matter whether you come from the U.S. It doesn't matter whether you come from an Arab state. It doesn't matter if you come from an African country. God says, put them to death. Have no mercy upon these people. No, they already given over, and that they had allowed this thing to come forth out of their mouth. So therefore, they will cease to exist. Not just for that, but that anyone that should come should have respect, a grave respect unto the Most High and the Most High's people. Yes, and he that killeth any man. Now God goes a little further. The Most High goes a little further. He says, he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death, but not in the U.S., not in the Hamite countries, not in the Arab countries, or should I say up above that, the USSR, China. They don't do this. Oh, it has to be in degrees. You have first degree murder, second degree murder, involuntary manslaughter. But no, you're black, or you're white, or you're brown skinned. We excuse you, but we accuse you. Yes, this is what they're saying. They have called good evil and evil good according to how the person looks, or their status in life, or how much money they have. This is nothing simply, if you read in the book of Jasher, this is sodomite laws. The laws you see in the U.S. and other countries are sodomite laws, period. Now, they're judged as sodomites. There should be no question if a man have been given due process and is found guilty of murder, or rape, or any other thing or blasphemy. Some of them were even hanged and put to death because they had blasphemed the leader of that country, period. Is he more than God? But no. Murder, it depends on who you are. If you're law enforcement, murder is dependent on who you are. This is wrong. There should be one law for everyone. And the Most High shall judge the judge, and he shall judge those. He's already judged the ones who have created these laws and these loopholes. Yes, and he that killeth any man, not just one. See, God don't play. You Christians come here and your ancestors have deleted many people and murdering them left and right because they did not fit your agenda or the way they should look. And you think you're going to get by with God? And you think that if God has established his people on earth that you would be able to do the things in his name or the name of the Most High? And think that you would get those people will delete you right quick. Because your son is a Levite and you're a Levite and he did the things that he should not have done according to the law, the same will happen to him. It doesn't matter. One law. Everyone shall go by one law. This is God's way. But they did not do this. See, this is where we talked about where God established the law. told Israel, you're going to carry this out. They shall be you put them to death, that others might fear not to do such a thing. But no, the heathen have come and they have perverted even the laws of the Most High. If you read the book of Susanna, you find out these men they wanted her body. She was a very beautiful black Israelite, and they wanted her body, and they falsely accused her that she might be imprisoned or put to death. And even in Christendom, you see stories where a preacher or some other clergy could not have a young, beautiful woman, and so they falsely accuse her of witchcraft and burn her to the stake at his word. Do you not know the Christian laws and bywords and all that are designed to do such things? Many of them get away with murder, period. Politicians get away with murder. Dignitaries get away with murder. They have some type of immunity against the laws of the country that should not be. That is judgment toward that people, period. There is no one law for everybody, one law. If you do it, you suffer. As long as you go through due process. Yes. Not like over there in international waters where you just blow up a ship. I don't care if drugs hanging over the side. Still due process of law. You have to still do the same thing. And as a matter of fact, you have no jurisdiction there. International waters, they're not in your waters. That is murder. Period. Just to put a tidbit in there. He said, and he that killeth a beast shall make it good. Beast for beast. See, this is where those who are better than God, more righteous than God, have come and says, oh, this is past. That's old. Let's keep going. He said, if a man caused a blemish upon his neighbor as he hath done so, it shall be done to him. That's all fair. You have two children. One hit another. Hit him back. Hit him back. You're going to tell him to hit him back. And that child hit that other child back because that child had no business hitting him because he was selfish or he was covetous of those things that were not his, or maybe his looks didn't look like the other child. She's prettier than I am. Pow. This is how it goes. Or he's darker than I am. Boom. Hit him back. He cut you, you cut him back. Oh, God's ways are unjust. These are unjust laws, yes. Before the heathen, before those who don't believe, before the over-righteous, before those that are more righteous than God. This is not right. But God says, are your ways not right? He says, if you're going to put a cut, this is what that means. Blemish is just a mark on a man, a cut. If you cut a man, let him cut you back. It's going to be done to you. If you hit him so that you put a bruise on him, that's what a blemish means. Blemish don't mean that you can't go in the temple or among the congregation with open sores, is what he's saying. A blemish. Or sores that are healing. You can't do that. Once they heal, the scab is gone, then you okay. This is what God is saying. You have to watch these translators. This is ancient Hebrew. You're not going to get the right definition because they change the definition of everything over time. About every 100 years, maybe less, they'll change the definition of every word that you have just read because it's not popular. So eye for eye, tooth for tooth is not popular. It's not love. That is love. If I love myself and you supposed to love me, why would you hit me? What is fair to do? Hit you back, cut you back. My brother or my sister come back and delete you because you deleted me. It's only fair. It's love. Yes. If you delete from my nation, I delete from your nation. It's love. Oh, they didn't do nothing. Hey, they shouldn't have been standing there. We got somebody, didn't we? It all works that way. And woe unto the people that have been used to chastise Jacob. Whoa. You think your little EBT gone is something. You think somebody done took away this and done this, or a little child and died. That's nothing. When judgment comes on the children of the colonizer, when judgment comes on the children of the Arabs, yes, you, who have subdued the lands and took over the Egyptians' empires and took over all the Shemitic empires and took over the lands and now calling them own and then hide the identity of the Shemites. Yes, you're working according to as God had told them. But the fact is that you're going to pay. God's not going to let it go, whether it be by the hands of Jacob or whether it be by the hand of the Most High. You're going to pay. You can stand in your pride over there that the Arabs trying to take the land of Somalia and all these other places. They're trying to come down because they're hungry for their gold and their silver and their precious metals and oils. Yes, you're no better than the United States. You're no better than the Western world, the Europeans. You're no better than them. No, you're not righteous. You're not righteous at all. And to whoever this video finds, it will find you. And it will get there. I don't care how much they shadow ban me or not. It will get to you to whom it pertains. And to who is to be encouraged. It will get to you. In verse 21, he says that killeth a beast, he shall restore it. In other words, you killed a man dog, you're going to buy him another dog. And he that killeth a man shall be put to death. In other words, you didn't create that man. You had no reason to kill him. Your malice, your jealousy, your bigotry, your racism. You had no reason to kill that man. Because he's dark, fat, maybe retarded, maybe brain damaged or something, or maybe misformed from birth or by some accident. You have no right. Yes, how did they teach men to war? The Watchers. How did they teach the men to war? By this very thing, thou shalt not covet. See, that doesn't make any sense. Wars are caused because of things like this, covetousness, desires of things that are not yours, and to think another person is less of you. If you taught war, this is what you were taught. And then how to subdue your enemy through lethal means. He says now, verse 22, you shall have one manner of law. But this is where we're getting to. One law. Not because I'm close to the leader of this group. One law. But yet I laid with his daughter. You put him out. And you reprimand your daughter. She just lost her bride price. This is the fault of you Africans or people over on the continent. Your bride price, your daughter, she should lose her bride price at the point when she gives it away, that which does not belong to her, but to the husband, either that she should choose or shall choose her after she comes of age. That is a true bride price, if you want to put it that way. The rest is blasphemy of a law that is toward the Most High, that the Most High have given. One manner of law, no other laws, no. As well as for the stranger, no, you're no different. You come into my land, you cross my borders, you're subject to the same law. I don't care. I'm not negotiating with your people. I'm not negotiating with your government. You will die, or you will be in prison, or you will pay the price that my own people will pay. No way. This is what God is saying. That one, I don't respect your king no more than I respect myself. because I respect the Most High, and God has no respect of persons. One law, one manner of law, as well as for the stranger, as for one of your own country. For I am that I am, your God. And Moses spake to the children of Israel that they should bring forth him that had cursed out of the camp and stone him with stones. And the children of Israel did as the I am commanded. His mother didn't raise no. Even though she loved her son, he did the wrong thing. And apparently he was either an older teenager or a grown man according to our standards. And so he just messed up and found out. That's what happened. Because his pride might have been, I'm an Egyptian. My father's an Egyptian. This is why God tell you don't be marrying unbelievers. Don't be marrying out of yoke. Those who do not believe the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinance of the Most High, do not obey them, not adamant in keeping them. No, you don't want to do that. You're really, you're losing it, period. You're losing it. But nevertheless, if we do those things that are right before the Most High, we will have peace.